You started to tell me something about aliens in a text message. What's
Yeah,
happening?
didn't you hear?
Did you hear?
Okay, I don't know if this is true or not,
Okay.
but apparently they've been proven that there are aliens.
Obviously.
I know that.
You think we're the only Earth with
No,
humans?
no, I think you're ignorant if you think
Of
that.
course. This world revolves around you, but
But I think that's what it was, right? Like they're like, of course, there's aliens.
Obviously, yeah.
But it's still, if this is true, I was surprised that it wasn't as big news as it should be.
Did something happen?
So there was a whistleblower who was talking about how he worked at Area 51. He's just like, yes, like there's spacecraft that are 50,000 years more advanced than ours.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I used to follow those things.
Oh, I'm a big conspiracist, and I don't think it's a conspiracy theory.
No.
I think it's true that aliens exist. Now, this particular story, I don't know if it's true, but what was funny was on Twitter or X or whatever you call it now, people were like, okay, cool, but are they going to pay my mortgage, right? This is how little people care that there's aliens, because they're more concerned about paying off their mortgage and what's going on in the world and how effed up the world is. So, yeah, I was kind of surprised that no one gives a shit that there's aliens.
I mean, Kate, if you think about it, like, how many galaxies do you think there are?
Gajillions.
Yeah, literally. Of course there's humans and other ones. Because if you think about evolution, you know, it starts with a cell, then it turns into this, then it turns into a worm, which turns into a bug, which, like, keeps going, and then you develop brains and hands. Do you think everyone evolved the same?
No.
Do you think there's people with, like, heads in their tummies? Like, probably, right?
Well, no, okay. Evolution works in the way that is going to help your survival.
Oh, true.
So if you got a head down here.
Okay, yeah, you're right. So yeah, everyone, like, they'll still have big brains. They might look maybe different, like no eyebrows.
Yeah, no eyebrows.
Because they don't need that.
Yeah, so like 100% there's extraterrestrials out there. I don't know if they're here. I think they are.
That'd be so rude. So imagine if you got kidnapped.
I know. I have this theory that this whole COVID thing was a distraction of what was actually happening.
So someone leaked out COVID?
No. Well, I mean, yes. Right? I do think it was a leak. I
got pretty dang sick from that.
Yeah, me too. Right? I just got it for a second time. I do think it was a lab leak. But I think that whole thing was a distraction.
From what?
From aliens.
But why would we need to be distracted from an alien?
Because obviously the government didn't want us to friggin', know what was happening.
That's fine.
Like the sightings just like skyrocketed. All these weird things started happening. This freaking.
Oh, you think a bunch of aliens were coming?
Yeah.
And then they distracted us with the vid.
On
purpose.
Yeah.
That's rude.
How's that rude?
Because they just got everyone sick to distract them. So
well, yeah, we're a selfish species.
That is rude.
Yeah, so I think that's what happened. Yeah, that's my little take on it. So do you think we're aliens?
To another Earth in a galaxy? Of course we're aliens. Yeah, we sent out that little we sent out that thingy.
Oh, the Voyager.
Yeah, and someone probably collected that thingy and they're like, wow.
No, it's still going.
Were we talking about the right thingy?
Yeah, the Voyager.
What's that?
It's like a satellite that went out that had like there's like a disc on it that kind of shows where we are in the galaxy.
Yes, I was big into space those last couple of years. Yeah, so it's still traveling?
It's still traveling, but I don't think that has really anything to do with like the aliens though, right?
Well,
I think
maybe we collected something like that.
I think we came from another friggin' planet.
Huh?
I think we came from another planet.
You think they put us on Earth?
Yeah, look, I think we did evolve, but our like essence came from somewhere else.
You think we're populated here?
I think so.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Do you think dinosaurs were still here?
I think so, and I think that was like just another form of alien.
A dinosaur?
What do you think? Yeah, like what do you think? Do you think that we just kind of were created here, or do you think we came from like maybe like a meteor? Like our organisms came from a meteor.
Oh, yeah. I feel like our organisms came... Oh, that's what you mean. Yeah, honestly, probably. Were there only dinosaurs in the dinosaur time?
Yeah. There weren't... There was... I don't think there were ever
Anything
Homo
else?
sapiens or any type of Neanderthals.
Oh my god, then probably. Wow. So, wow. Okay, so there's probably some distant cousins, literally.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So yeah, I don't know. This whole alien like news thing, I was a little shocked that it just wasn't bigger news. Like I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. Does it freak you out?
No, because obviously they exist. I just if they have an alien, first of all, I don't think they should capture anyone. Like talk to them and then send them back.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like I always knew they were there, and if they want to just do their own thing and figure it out themselves without the world finding out and it being on TikTok trending, I understand. I understand why you wouldn't tell anyone else. But I've always watched the documentaries on, you know, certain lights in the sky, how nothing makes sense, how water just formed a waterfall like in the middle of the ocean, or it was a US thing. I can send you it after, but I've always watched documentaries like that. And,
Yeah, I'm always interested in that kind of stuff, but like
they're tech that just doesn't make sense in the sky.
Yeah.
That's just too ahead of everything.
That's the part that kind of got me when he said it's like 50,000 years
That's
more advanced.
crazy.
But in my head, I'm like, okay, if what you're saying is true and you've captured one and now you're trying to replicate it, like with our technology, obviously you can't because it's 50,000 years in advance. Do you really want to have an alien captured?
Yeah, right?
You know what I mean?
They're
Like,
definitely smarter than you.
that's what I'm saying. So that part kind of freaks me out because I'm just like,
I think now I'm understanding. You think there's an actual alien captured.
that's what they said.
Oh, I thought you just meant it was proven that aliens existed.
No. So what this whistleblower was saying was we have a spacecraft that is not from our origin. I don't think they didn't use the word DNA, obviously, but they said there were organisms found that are not of our kind. So he was very like cryptic about it. But this is what he was saying. So I'm like, okay, he's basically saying, okay, there's aliens.
So wait, organisms? So something microscopic?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, so not like a 6 foot nice looking
Well, we don't know that.
woman.
No, but if it's a spacecraft, it's gotta be can't be one little cell carrying.
Yeah, true. One little cell carrying.
But can you imagine how freaked up everyone would be if it's a cell that was that friggin' smart? That's a little far fetched, right?
I mean, we're very small in comparison.
Okay, I know I'm short, right?
No, we're like compared to everything. People like some giant in another galaxy is probably like these little tiny things and like can.
But that's what they say,
make
right?
Rockets.
But they're saying how like when we walk and we see like an ant hill,
Yeah.
we don't really care about it.
Yeah.
That's how we are to them.
I know. Freaks me out.
Yeah, that's the part that's like, wait, shit, we're like nothing to you.
I overthink that all the time. And then I get hyper aware that I'm an organism and likely can't live a second life because it just doesn't work that way. And then I start to get freaked out more. But we can't talk about that.
I was going to say, we should talk about afterlife.
That's a trauma that I actually...
Wait, afterlife?
Yes. I sought help during COVID for the afterlife because it was bad before. I went into this rabbit hole of forever and I just started to go crazy. I wish I believed in you go to the clouds, but it's just I don't.